media.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Fringe. I want to talk a little bit about Pierre Poilievre's response to Justin Trudeau's newest budget, I guess, that they unveiled. The word budget doesn't really apply because there's nothing they're budgeting. They're just spending, and relying on taxpayers, whether they claim it's the rich or not, in order to pay for all of their spending that is going to get out of hand. And we're going to get into what Pierre had to say in just a moment. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, we are so close to 30,000 subscribers here on the channel. We're less than 500 away. If you're enjoying the content, I just want to remind everybody, click that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and join us on our Friday night streams. Friday Night Fringe at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central. I'm going to get into a little bit more of that at the end of the video. But it'd be great to have you here watching our content and checking out all the newest stuff coming up ahead in politics. On with Pierre Poilievre. Now, he issued a statement, in fact, in a press conference, and surprise, surprise, it was actually before the budget dropped yesterday. And it was no surprise that Pierre Poilievre, of course, having lots to say because he knew what was coming. They were briefed ahead of time on the Canadian budget. So I want to highlight what he had to say. Now, I'm not going to show the full conference because Pierre has taken the nice approach to cut out some of the work by putting out a video called "Who Will Not Pay for Today's Costly Budget?" Let's take a listen to what he has to say about Justin Trudeau.
Trust Fund Trudeau, the guy who hid his own fortune, his own family fortune in a trust fund so that he could protect it from taxes while raising taxes on everyone else, is not going to take money from the billionaires that give him free vacations on islands in the Caribbean. We already know where the money's coming from. It's coming from single moms, seniors, and small business owners. He says he's not raising taxes on the middle class in this budget. He already did on April 1st with a carbon tax that makes every middle class family pay more than they get back in rebates. And let's just review the numbers here because I know the media has been trying to cover this up. This is across the country. In the carbon tax cost for the average middle class family. This year, Albertan, the middle class, this is the middle quintile, the Alberta family will pay $911 more in taxes than they get back in rebates. Saskatchewan, $525 more than they get back in rebates. Manitoba, $502 more than they get back in rebates. Ontario, $627 more than they get back in rebates. Nova Scotia, $537 more than they get back in rebates. PEI, $550 more than they get back in rebates. Newfoundland and Labrador, $377 more than they get back in rebates. These are numbers that will increase over time, and these are the numbers for middle-class fund families. The middle quintile, according to the Parliamentary Budget Officer. So it is the working class people that Justin Trudeau is ripping off with his high inflationary taxes and spending, and everything else he does today will be political theater designed to distract from that.
I mean, Pierre nails it on the head. He absolutely nails it on the head. But there's one thing I want to talk about. There's one thing I want to get straight here. Alberta Plumber coming out with a great tweet to talk about what's going on. Federal government spent $11.3 billion in interest paying during 2023's third quarter, compared to the $8.3 billion for the same quarter in 2022. Over the quarter, federal government devoted 10.1 cents of every dollar for revenue to the payment of interest. He's asking, care to comment on this? $11 billion in interest in 3 months. Down the drain. This is the problem with the Liberals' new budget, is that it's not, they talk about taxing the rich and taxing the wealthiest on capital gains. Again, they're talking about actually taxing small business. Any corporation, if you're incorporated, capital gains is going to be a big problem. If somebody passes away in your family, capital gains. If you take an inheritance, if you take anything to that extent. One thing I don't want to highlight in terms of video that Pierre Poilievre was speaking about at his press conference was he said that in Newfoundland, he's heard of people who have bodies of loved ones that are departed in freezers outside the hospital because they cannot afford to bury their dead. This is Justin Trudeau's Canada. This is where we're at. And it gets even worse. Justin Trudeau talks about the money that's going back into your pocket, the money that's going to benefit people. I have a video to show you, and I'm going to warn you, it's very hard to watch. If you're an emotional person like me who hates hearing about people suffering, I'm just going to caution you, it's well worth listening to, but very hard to watch. This TikTok coming up from a mother who's just trying to figure things out. There's nothing much I can more say than that. Let's just take a listen.
You know, it really sucks when your 15-year-old comes up to you and says, "Are you going shopping soon? I was hoping there would be food in the fridge today." I have $90. I have to try to not only buy dog food, cat food, toilet paper, and garbage bags and pads, I have to fill the fridge. I might be stealing today. Obviously, I'm joking. I would never steal. But it really does feel like one of those days where I'm going to break down and cry in the grocery store. So, wish me luck, I guess. The good news is, Food Basics has a VIP sale on. I was looking at a very important price event where, like, a lot of stuff's 99 cents. So, rain filter. I should have went out yesterday, but I was too depressed yesterday. I'm too depressed today, but my son needs me. I'm gonna do my best. I did it. I made it. I spent all of my money. I have nothing left. And now I'm just... Oh, I didn't cry in the grocery store, but I'm about to cry right now because I'm in so much pain. Carrying groceries is really, really, really difficult when everything hurts already. So I'm just keep telling myself, put one foot in front of the other. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Go home. Take some meds. Relax. Feel disappointed that I didn't get anything because it's not going to look like anything.
That is the most heart-wrenchingly difficult video to watch. I don't know if this was filmed in Canada. It was forwarded by Wall Street Silver on Twitter. And again, whether it was filmed in Canada or not, this is the reality that people are facing. This is where the government dropped the ball on the budget, talking about investing billions of dollars in programs to ensure your boss can't text you after work hours versus solving problems like this. Your disgraceful carbon tax, Justin Trudeau. I really didn't want to play any audio from Justin Trudeau because I don't know about you guys. I am sick and tired of hearing his voice. I'm sick of looking at his very punchable face, we'll say. Now, he was a boxer in all fairness, and we've seen how that went down for him. So YouTube, please don't strike me on that one. But it's disgusting to see where we're at. People in Newfoundland can't bury their dead. Here's what Pierre had to say in response to Justin Trudeau and his disgusting budget.
So my message is simple. We're stuck with this costly coalition for a year and a half, it looks like. There will be an election where Canadians will choose between the costly coalition of the NDP and Trudeau, who tax your food, punish your work, take your money, double your housing costs, and unleash crime and chaos in your community, or common sense conservatives who will axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime. But there's still another year and a half where Canadians have to find a way to survive. So my message to Justin Trudeau is this, in one word: stop. Stop doubling housing costs. Stop taxing our farmers and food when our single moms and seniors are going hungry. Stop the inflationary deficits that are driving up interest rates and forcing Canadians to lose their homes. Stop endangering our social programs and jobs by adding more and more debt. For the love of God, Justin Trudeau, you are not worth the cost. So today, will you please stop? Stop until common sense conservatives can start governing with common sense for this country. A common sense plan to axe the tax, to bring down the cost of energy, food, and everything else. We will axe the carbon tax. That will make our businesses more competitive, our wages higher, our food more affordable. We'll cut income tax so hard work pays off. We'll fix the budget by bringing in a common sense dollar for dollar law that requires that we find $1 of savings for every new dollar of spending while we slash the waste and reduce the burden on the backs of Canadians. A smaller government with bigger citizens. We will build the homes by requiring municipalities permit 15% more home building as a condition of getting federal funds, and that they permit high-density housing around every transit station. We'll sell off 6,000 federal buildings and thousands of acres of federal land to build. We'll take the carbon tax off so that building materials are more affordable. And we'll stop the crime with jail, not bail, for repeat violent offenders, with treatment, not more drugs, for people addicted, and with stronger borders and secure ports to stop the criminals from taking our stolen cars out and bringing drugs and guns in, all while we respect lawful licensed firearms owners. This is the common sense future that we can look forward to. The good news is life wasn't like this before Justin Trudeau, and it won't be like this after he's gone. We're going to restore the country that we knew and still love, where hard work pays off, where government is the servant and not the master, where government is the servant and not the master of the people, where hard work means an affordable home and food in a safe neighborhood. This is the country to which we can look forward. This is the country that common sense will build. The common sense of the common people united for our common home. Your home, my home, our home. Let's bring it home. Thank you.
Now, people can chalk that up to political jargon, and there are a few things in that speech that kind of blip on my radar in terms of, again, the homes being built next to transit. I mean, essentially, we're talking about potentially 15-minute cities. Again, I would like more clarification on that. But if you've ever been on the fence about Pierre Poilievre, we hear people all the time saying, he's just another Justin Trudeau. He's just going to screw things up. Where are you really on the fence at this point when you compare Justin Trudeau to Pierre Poilievre in terms of what's going to be better for Canadians? I'd really like to know. Because while I've said I will never 100% trust or put my trust in a politician, you can't. You can't hope that a politician is going to fix your problems. But doesn't this sound like more accountability than what we currently have? Isn't this the reason that everybody's pushing for Pierre? Because people are just so sick and tired of what we've had over the last 8 years, what we're continuing to get. We're being told to just cough it up and keep paying, to the point that people can't even afford to live. People can't bury their dead. This isn't Canada anymore. I'm a proud Canadian. I'm disappointed in my government and ashamed of them. That's where I stand. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. What do you think about Pierre running for PM? Do you think he's going to be better than Justin Trudeau? Do you think he's going to drop the ball like some skeptics are saying? Again, I'm not saying I'm one of them. I'm just saying that if something comes up to hold his feet to the fire, you best be sure I will. And I do have questions in regards to some of his policies. But in terms of what's better for Canadians right now, I absolutely agree Pierre is the solution. But again, leave me your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. If it's your first time here, again, hit that subscribe button as we're so close to 30,000. Join us every Friday night here for Friday Night Fringe at 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific here on the channel, where we talk about things like this. And we also have some back and forth with the community. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you there. In fact, I am so anxious to get to that point of my week, as it's my favorite time to sit down and hear what you guys have to say. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. I hope you have a great rest of your day and enjoyed this video. I'll catch you on the next one.